Hey guys, welcome back to the One Goose Garage. So what do we got today? How to wire a small block Chevrolet. Today we've got our famous 305 that we showed you throughout several videos that's currently in one of our Crown Vic projects. And I'm going to show you the basic, simple way to wire your small block. Super fast, super easy, anybody can do it. This is drop the motor in the car, simple wiring, let's go derby. So, how do we make it so easy? What are some tools that we can use to pull this off? Well, I can tell you the first thing I'm going to grab when I go to wire this is the One Goose box. Now here we just received our One Goose. This is the Hot Box edition. So as you guys can see here, we've got two toggle switches and a push button, all pre-wired. Comes in the box just like this. One Goose vinyl. Of course, that's us here in the One Goose Garage. We have a great little product here. We've got a lot of really good positive feedback. You can go on Facebook.com right now, One Goose Vinyl Company. Order this. This is great. It's going to make this so much easier. Now, you don't have to have a One Goose hot box, but it helps. You can get these guys starting out around 30 bucks. Completely custom. Pick your color, pick your graphic, however many switches you want. We'll shoot you a quote within minutes. Get it out the door in just a couple of days, and you guys are on your way to the derby. So, how do we hook this guy up? How do we fire this big mean motor up for the first time? Well, let's take a look. So, a few things you're going to need other than your One Goose box, or hot box as we have in this case. You're going to need your positive battery cable. Pick these up in any auto parts store. Just a good old thick positive battery cable. And, of course, you're going to need a ground cable. You can pick it up right next to where you picked up that positive cable, I'd be willing to bet. Low pressure fuel pump. Any carbureted engine, as you can see here on this setup. I'm running a clear line right now just so we can check and see the gas as it's going in, our fuel source. Low pressure fuel pump. Right here we've got the Holly. I think it's the Mighty Mite. This is a great little fuel pump actually. Cody picked one of these up a while back and I was just blown away. It's quiet, it's strong. Seems to be doing great for us so far. So, let's wire it all up. Let's do this super fast. First thing we're going to do, let's get our battery cables installed. So as you can see here, I've already took the liberty of installing our hot directly to the top of the starter. Now as you can see, there's two bolts here. The bottom bolt, where my finger is at, is going down from the solenoid to the starter. Our top bolt is empty. That's where your positive battery cable goes, guys. Right underneath that, I'm going to get you in here, this little silver tab that pops out, that's where you're going to wire your push button. Now, the One Goose hot box comes pre-wired. It saves you a ton of time. Good quality 20 amp switches. And there's little tags on the end of the wires, and I just took them off, of course, to get everything ready to go. So I know in our One Goose hot box, our yellow cable in this instance goes directly to the starter. Now it may not be the yellow cable on yours, just look for the little tag that's on the end of the wire and that's going to tell you which one goes where. This goes to our starter solenoid, so I'm going to plug that up real quick. It's in, bring it around, connect it on there real nice and tight. Again, I'm wiring everything outside the vehicle just to show you guys a quick and easy way to use the One Goose hot box and to hot wire any small block Chevrolet. So all my wiring and everything is going to be outside the vehicle for right now. Make sure it all works and we'll pull it all inside. So our yellow wire is hooked up to the starter solenoid. What's next? We got three more wires coming off the hot box here. Our red is our power source. So this is going to run directly to the battery cable end. So I'm just going to tuck this in here for right now so that I know when I go to hook up the battery, hook this up too. We have a little screw-on post on our battery, so that helps things out. If you don't, you can connect it right to this, poke it inside, put it on. As long as it's secure, you're not doing it wrong. Put it on the red side. Now we've got two pink wires. These are accessory hot wires. One of these is going to go to our fuel pump. The other one is going to go to our distributor. So I'm going to hook this up to my fuel pump. Now the fuel pump comes with two leads already on it. You got a red and a black. Your red, hey, that's the one that goes to this pink wire right here. We're going to give it the juice in the One Goose juice box. So we're done, just like that. Now of course we can tape these off just for A little extra security. Safety first. The One Goose box from One Goose Vinyl on Facebook. Our second pink guy. Guys, this is really the last wire we got to connect. This goes to the distributor. Now we have an aftermarket distributor in this engine, and it's labeled right here on the back. TAC battery. TAC battery. We're not going to be running a TAC, we're just going to be running a battery on this car. So we plug that cable in to the bottom. As you can see, it's already here in the red. So all I got to do is find that, get it back over here. Sorry, I'm one-handing the camera here today. And we're going to connect that to our last pink that we had. Just going to do a temporary twist for right now. A little bit of electrical tape for safety. Don't want to short anything out while we're testing these out. There it is. We got it. So now we'll grab our negative from that fuel pump, and that's going to go to the negative battery cable, just like we did the positive from the hot box. And just click that in there nice and secure. Alright. Well, as long as you have your fuel source ready, we're ready to fire this bad boy up. So we've got our fuel cell hooked up to our Holley Mighty Mite. That's ran into the carburetor. We've got all of our wiring done. I'm going to toss the battery up here just for test fire. Alright, let's run through this basic wiring super fast one last time. What do we have? We have our positive cable. It has one red wire from the goose box. That goes on our positive here. Now before you hook up your ground, let's always take a second look. Make sure that your switches are in the off position. We got them off now. Great. We've got our negative cable. And that's got one black wire. That was our ground from our fuel pump. She's on. Nice and snug there. Alright. All of our leads coming out of our One Goose hot box. We've got one accessory running to the battery position on our TAC, and we've got one accessory running to the hot wire on our fuel pump. Guys, what we've done here is we've created 2 points of safety shut off in this car. We've got 2 switches. One is going to send the power to the distributor. If we click that off, the engine will stop running. The other is sending the power to our fuel pump. We click that off, engine doesn't get fuel, it stops running. In case of an emergency, you could hit either one of these switches. You should be able to get your car off as long as you've got it wired correctly. So, how do we test it out? We flip a switch. Our fuel pump just came on. Perfect. That's exactly what we were looking for. So now if I flip this one, we've got power to the distributor. All I got to do is push this button, guys, and we're ready to fire this thing up. Let's give it a try. There she was, fired right up, and I used my switches to turn the distributor off, to turn the fuel pump up. We're good to go. Thank you guys again. One Goose Vinyl on Facebook. You can order this today. Again, customize as many switches as you want, as many push buttons as you want. We can put a light in there. We can put a different kind of graphic on the front. We can put your name. We can do anything. We're completely custom. One Goose Vinyl. Thanks again for watching in the One Goose Garage. As always, get goosed.